if you were going to create a character for sheep, would you draw the whole sheep or just the head? I would choose the head because a sheep's head is very distinctive, and it seems the ancient Chinese felt the same way. This is the earliest known form of the character yang, sheep. Today, we usually translate it as sheep, although in ancient times it may have referred to different kinds of sheep or goats. What's interesting is that after thousands of years, the character hasn't changed very much. Even today, you can still immediately recognize that it has something to do with sheep. But there is another interesting detail. Ancient people even recorded the age of a sheep. If a sheep was 3 years old, they would add 3 short lines to its horns. Pretty straightforward, isn't it? Today, we would simply write 3岁的羊, 3 years old sheep. If you already know a little Chinese, you might find its logic surprisingly familiar. So, what other Chinese character can yang create? Let's start with a character we've already learned, da. Now let's put them together. Wait a second. Does this da mean older or bigger? Many scholars believe it was connected to ancient sheep-hating people. Yang plus da becomes mei, beauty. Maybe when people saw a large, healthy sheep, it brought a smile to their face. But perhaps they didn't just see a sheep. They saw something meaningful, something that reminded them of blessing, of abundance, of celebration, perhaps even of hope. When something carries that much meaning, it naturally becomes something people admire, something beautiful, 美. So put yang and da together and you get 美, beauty. But there is another fascinating idea. Some scholars believe the upper part wasn't simply a sheep. It may have represented a person wearing a ceremonial sheep headdress. If that's true, they may have described someone whose appearance inspired admiration. Over time, that idea became one of the ways people understand beauty, 美. But every character has more stories to tell, and yang is no exception. It appears in many other Chinese characters, for example, 群, 灵, 节, 善, 仙, 祥. But can yang combine with 人? Congratulations, it can. This character is pronounced 枪. Many scholars believe it was connected to ancient sheep-herding peoples. It is also the name of one of the oldest ethnic groups in Chinese history. And then I find even more interesting character, Jiang. Some scholars believe there may be a historical connection between Jiang and the ancient Qian people. But that's a much more complicated story. So let's leave that for another day. Wait a second. I know this one. Doesn't this mean woman? Congratulations. A brain this sharp deserves to learn Chinese. This really is woman. 女. Next time we will talk about 女.
Yang, sheep. Yang plus 大, 美, sheep plus big, beauty.美国 the US, America,